In the latest on Wuhan's mystery pneumonia outbreak, Chinese health authorities have ruled out severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS as the cause. The World Health Organization also said it found no evidence of human-to-human transmission. Some 59 people in Wuhan have come down with the virus. Hong Kong has activated a newly created serious response level as the number of affected patients jumped to 15 on Sunday. Singapore's first suspected case, a 3-year-old girl with a history of travel to Wuhan, is not linked to the cluster there. It turns out she has respiratory syncytial virus. Singapore experts told the Straits Times that there is no need to cancel trips to Wuhan, but to monitor and the Health Ministry's advice. Now we have senior health correspondent Salma Khalik in the studio with us to share more about this virus. Welcome, Salma.
Hello.
Now, Salma, the question is, do we need to be worried at this point? According to experts that ST spoke to, Singaporeans need not be alarmed. Right.
Actually, that was not exactly what they said. They said you don't need to panic.
Right.
But you should still be on high alert because it could come here. So yeah, maybe they shouldn't be alarmed, but they shouldn't be totally unconcerned either.
Yep.
Right? Don't forget SARS came from China and it only took one person.
For the virus to spread, right?
Come, yes.
And Salma, so far, what do we know and not know about the virus from the Chinese health authorities and WHO's findings?
Well, I think so far they have eliminated most of the known pneumonia viruses. So the chances are this is likely to be a totally unknown, a new species,
strain,
new coronavirus.
Right.
Well, there's belief that it's likely to be a coronavirus. That's what SARS was, that's what MERS was, you know, the Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome. So if it is the case, that's another potential problem.
Right. And of course, we do know that the virus so far is quite contained to people who are in the city itself and specifically to the market, right?
No, actually what we know so far is that all these people probably caught it not from another human being.
Okay.
So if it's not human to human, it's still quite safe because then it won't spread very easily. But you do realize that viruses mutate, and when that happens, it could go from human to human. But usually when that happens, it becomes less virulent. I mean, it wants to survive, so it usually doesn't kill the host. Usually, not always.
Okay. Yes. And Salma, with that, what precautions then can we take against this Wuhan virus? Now, this is, of course, I'm speaking also with the text message that has been floating around on WhatsApp as well, with the advice saying that, you shouldn't do this, you should do that,
Okay, now, two different things, right?
Yes.
Let's start with the hoax that's going around that says it comes from the MOH and it tells people to sip water all the time, don't drink plenty of water but sip it, etc. Now that's a hoax. It doesn't come from the Ministry of Health, but it's not altogether bad because hydrating yourself does protect you to a certain degree against infections. So drinking water is not a bad advice, so that's not too bad. On other precautions, well, if you have to go to Wuhan, try not to go to the wet markets. Okay, and I guess as soon as you've got the symptoms, go and see a doctor just in case. Right. It is that.
Right. So there you have it, Salma. So just to make sure, the text message that is floating around saying that it is from MOH, that is a hoax. But the advice itself, I mean, hey, it's always good to keep yourself hydrated.
Yes, but it says different things, right? So don't believe everything you see in that message.
Yeah, I think primarily it's about keeping hydrated.
Yes.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Salma, for coming on to the show, to share with us more about this outbreak. Now, to read more on the Wuhan pneumonia outbreak, you can head on to our website, straitstimes.com.